Hello, Morning Rush regulars. This is Jonathon Rush. Tomorrow is Friday, thank God. So we're talking about tomorrow's show today, which is Thursday. Now, we kept the days of the week sequentially as always here on the Morning Rush, so it wouldn't be confusing. Please welcome Kelly Nash.
Hi there. Hello.
So tomorrow, we get to start off bright and early at about 6:30 with Jason Aldean, given that we can roll him out of bed.
That's what I was going to say. What are the chances? We were told Jason Aldean's going to call us and we're going to 6:30?
It's early.
I don't think he's going to make it. Well, let's put some odds on that. I know we're talking Clemson and Carolina odds later, but is Jason Aldean going to join us at 6:30 in the morning?
Place your bets, Morning Rush regulars, tomorrow morning. This show's going to be right after the beginning of the year, but the tickets go on sale tomorrow. So you can win those right now at 97.5WCOS.com. And we'll talk to the man tomorrow morning at 6:30. Fingers crossed.
That's right.
And then, you mentioned our other guy, Stephen Garcia, Go Cox. He's going to be talking a little Gamecock football about 8:20. And then from the show that shakes the Southland, from just down the hall at Sports Radio 1400, Lawton Swan. Big challenge this week. Who's Clemson playing?
They're playing North Carolina, who we already lost to, but they're a 4-touchdown favorite facing North Carolina. And really, the only discussion is how many touchdowns will they win by at this point? Because Clemson is just so good at this point.
Yeah, if you like to bet the spread, this will be a big week for you. I missed it. I said they went over the 49ers by 49. I was a touchdown short. I'm glad I didn't bet the 401k.
But remember, they played a record 111 players in that game.
Yeah.
They were finding like the water boy was getting in on the game. So that they would have won by a lot more than 49 had they played their starters.
Oh, easily.
But
Dabo didn't want to embarrass anybody. Except his own son.
Yeah.
Right there on the sideline.
And what about the Gamecocks last year when he was, we had a 4-touchdown lead on us and we were trying to score. And he brings back all the starters in. Oh, no. He's trying to run it up on us.
Listen, that was the offensive coordinator making that call.
Dabo had no say on it?
Dabo had already taken the headsets off.
Later on, he said, don't embarrass my friends to the south.
Come on, he was doing the Old Town Road dance over there on the sideline, cutting it up, but he wasn't talking about the game.
All right, well, we're going to obviously have something to talk about at 7:15. What will it be? I nominate this story, Jonathan. They thought they were adopting a 6-year-old girl from the Ukraine. They now believe they adopted a 22-year-old mentally psychotic dwarf. That's the headline on the
I'm not laughing at the mental
I'm laughing with them.
I'm just laughing at the fact that this happened. This actually happened. Although now we don't know where the dwarf is, do we?
No. So that's the bone of contention is, was she actually a little girl from the Ukraine whom this family adopted, kept in their family until 2014, so about 3 years, and then abandoned her? Or was this actually a dwarf who was psychotic and threatening to kill them for 3 years? And they have clinical proof, they say, that shows that this person was a full-grown adult. The mom says, the first night I brought her home, I went to give her a bath, and she had full pubic hair. That's what the mom says. Tumbleweed's very disturbed about that.
I'm disturbed about the way she had full pubic hair. So that was an interesting body language.
It starts at your armpits.
Anyway, so now let's go back to the abandonment for a second here. Now, when we say they abandoned her, they moved her into an apartment. They paid the rent for a year.
Yeah,
I know a lot of kids would say that's not abandonment. That's a gift.
Yeah, but you can't do that if she's 9.
Right.
That's what the police were saying. That was a 9-year-old that you just didn't want to take to Canada when you moved to Canada. So you set her up for a year, and then she got in trouble after 7 months. Ended up screwing up something, and that's when the police got involved. And so for the last 5 years or so, this investigation's been going on, and now they've been arrested this week.
We don't know what happened.
The mom and dad have been arrested. They're out on bail. They're saying, look, when she moved in, we had to start buying her adult products to take care of her feminine hygiene products. She was threatening to kill us. The mom tells us a story about she came out in the morning, her coffee cup had been sitting on the table, the girl's pouring bleach into it. She said, what are you doing? She said, I'm going to poison you to death. They said that she started standing over like the brothers and sisters and saying, I can't wait to wait and kill you. I'm going to wrap you up in carpets and bury you in the backyard.
Here's a family that actually had to hide all the sharp instruments in the kitchen.
And yet
to lock them up.
For 3 years, they worked with this kid, trying to get her help, trying to do. They said she'd just jump out of a moving vehicle in the middle of the road, going 40 miles an hour. She'd just jump out and roll down the road.
Wow.
But now nobody knows where the girl is, and yet the parents have been arrested. I don't know where we go with that story. Maybe, I don't know.
Have you ever adopted a dwarf that they claim was a child? we might have a Morning Rush regular who has that story to share. I don't think so, but if you do, please tell me that you will call 978-9267. If you got that story, you can call my cell phone number 206.
No, don't give it. He's already given it out to half of
Everybody's got
Columbia.
it.
All right, school creates no dating policy. Some parents are furious. Now, this is specifically at a grammar school in Indiana, Tumbleweed's hometown, or home state, where they have said that the fifth graders particularly are the ones that are dating a lot with each other and some of the underclassmen, and that there's all of this heartbreak that's going on in the school. It's become such a distraction, the kids aren't getting their work done. So they sent home a letter to the parents, no more dating in grammar school. This school has a no dating policy. They're not allowed to have relationships with each other that are of a romantic nature. They have to wait till they get to middle school. Some parents say that's not your business. My kid can date whoever they want. If the fifth grader wants to date a first grader, so be it.
That's not what they're saying. We don't have fifth graders going down to the kindergarten to pick up their lunch for date for lunch. Wait a minute. At some point in your life, when you're in the 5th, 6th, 7th grade, those are tough years because of this. And parents will tell you that's the toughest years in school because you go through heartbreak. You go through that first awkwardness of being an early teenager or a 13-year-old. So, you got to go through it. You're just putting it off for another 2 or 3 years if you try to push it up.
But I'm thinking you're 10 when you're in 5th grade, aren't you? Because
No,
sixth
you're
grade you'd
11
be
or 12.
1. Sixth grade you'd be 6 years old. You're first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade. So you'd be 10 years old.
10 years old.
So 10 and 11-year-olds, I don't think that any 10 or 11-year-old should be dating.
When I moved into middle school in the 5th grade, I can tell you right now, you could ask James Pugh if he were alive to tell you. Saluda Jewelry, Main Street, Saluda, South Carolina. BULOVA, Bulova Watch Time, 1 o'clock. Brought to you courtesy Saluda Jewelry. So, Saluda Jewelry Company with James Pugh. I bet you I bought 10 friendship rings, as we called them back in the day, to give out just in 5th grade. I had all kind of relationships. Those girls are not scarred.
My rule is no dating until you're a teenager. 13 is the youngest you're allowed to date in the Nash household. What age do you set for your kids, or do you just say whenever the mood hits? You're in 1st grade. You want to have a little making out behind the bleachers. Do it.
I wasn't riding my bike or my motorcycle over there on Friday afternoons. I just gave them friendship rings.
And then what did you get in exchange for your friendship ring? What kind of special friendship did you have?
Why is suddenly this about me?
You made it about you.
Hey, maybe we talk about that tomorrow. I want to talk about the dwarf. I can't decide now. Which one's better?
Vote. Tell us online. Should we talk about the psychotic dwarf or the no dating till you're a teenager rule?
It's up to you. We'll talk about it, and you chime in tomorrow, particularly if you've ever adopted a dwarf. I got to hear this story. 978-9267. Reach out to us on Twitter and Facebook. Have a great Thursday. Thank God tomorrow's Friday on the Morning Rush.